question for you guys. How many times in your life have you put food in your mouth based on someone bringing it to you or suggesting it to you? Think about that. A lot, I'm sure. So you're going to want to sit down and watch this video, okay? Hey guys, hey, it is your girl So Fashion Week TV, and we are back on here with another video. Now in today's video, guys, we are going to be talking about eating enablers, and I'll be sharing my story with you in hopes that it would help you to start holding these people in your lives accountable so that you can get back on your path to success. So let go. So in 2011, guys, I reconnected with my now husband Chet. And so just a little backstory, while Chet and I have known each other for a number of years prior to us becoming romantically involved, I want to say we met somewhere around the age of 15, 16 years old. And you know, while we knew of each other, Chet really did not know me personally. He didn't know my addiction story. He didn't know my weight struggles. He didn't know my binge eating struggles. He didn't know my anything essentially that had to do with me. He only knew of me. Okay, and so at the time that we reconnected, I was living at my then lowest weight of 148 pounds. Now 2 years prior to that, in 2007, I had decided to have lap band surgery. And in doing that, within a year's time, I managed to lose around 98 pounds. And yeah, I had gotten down to 148 pounds. So in 2011, we reconnected, we started dating, so on and so forth. And, you know, fast forward to 2015, we ended up getting married. Now, at that time, guys, my weight had significantly spiraled out of control, and I was sitting at 215 pounds, which is about 15-20 pounds shy of where I was back in 2007 when I decided to have weight loss surgery initially. And so vastly different than myself, you know, Chet had managed to maintain his physique. He probably weighed the same exact amount that he weighed when he and I initially reconnected. Prior to me reconnecting with Chet, while I still had a lot of head junk to work out, I had gotten myself on a consistent day-to-day regimen where there were just certain things that I just did not do, such as eating fast food. I didn't go out and eat outside a lot. I didn't drink a lot, and so that had helped me to maintain my weight. But of course, you get into a relationship, and you know, if you're dealing with someone whose lifestyle is vastly different than yours, then sometimes you bend and you budge and you try to mesh, you know, to ensure that, you know, things kind of remain comfortable. And so I had gotten out of my daily habits and started to, you know, pick up some really bad eating habits, you know, at the mindless suggestion of the man that I was falling in love with. And so those mindless suggestions went a little something like this, and I'm sure once you hear this, you'll be able to relate. Do you want to go to Dairy Queen and have some ice cream? I've been having a taste for a brownie earthquake. Please eat all the food that my mother sends over to you. You can have spaghetti once a week. That's not going to hurt you. Try this. Taste this. Is that all you're going to eat? You sure you don't want any more? And so in hindsight, guys, I really just had to sit down and think about my life end to end, and how many times over my life have I really made the ultimate sacrifice of my well-being to accommodate others, you know, be it friend, you know, family member, partner. It's happened quite a lot. And so what I've come to realize is that my loved ones were actually eating enablers, or people whose mindless behaviors contributed to my ongoing self-destructive behaviors with food. So once I had become overweight and miserable again, I kind of found myself like in this loop. I was trying all types of fad diets. I was going for colonics. I was doing detoxes, and I was really trying to convince myself that I was comfortable in the state that I had put myself in. Let me tell you, that was the farthest thing from the truth. I was absolutely, positively miserable in that body. and I absolutely hated myself that way. And so since I knew I was fighting a losing battle and I was not able to get the weight off on my own in 2016, I decided that I wanted to do something about it. So I had went in for a consultation at a bariatric surgeon, and he suggested that I revise from lap band to sleeve. And so at that time I was still pretty much weighing in at the same, about 215 pounds. I was kind of holding steady at that weight. And on October 3rd, 2016, I did go in and get the revision from lap band to vertical sleeve gastrectomy, or VSG. And so now fast forward 4 years, I am now sitting at 130 pounds, which is kind of like my maintenance range. My maintenance range is between 125 and 130 pounds. And so, yeah, right now, since the last time I weighed myself, which was earlier this month, early January, I'm sitting at 130 pounds, which is a comfortable weight for me. I love it. I'm loving it. And while I'm loving it, it continues to be a daily struggle, which is why being able to spot an enabler is very, very important on this journey, because the journey, it never ends. And as you go through life and you experience different people throughout your life, you are going to come in contact with people who are insistent on enabling you to be destructive to yourself, and it's just not healthy. And the reason why we need to talk about it is because typically an enabler is not someone that dislikes you. It is not someone who doesn't care about you. Typically an enabler is going to be your sister, your brother, your daughter, your son, your partner, your boyfriend, your spouse. So it's those people who are closest to you who can have the tendency to put you on a path of destruction. And so, yeah, you got to be able to spot them. And you got to be able to have those transparent discussions with them so that they know how to treat you better. And so what you want to do is just beware of people who make the following statements to you. You are way too thin. Do you ever eat? Eating a French fry is not going to kill you, girl. Have at it. It's no fun eating alone. Have a slice of pizza. Have that pasta. I spent 5 hours cooking this 10 cheese macaroni and cheese, and you mean to tell me you're not gonna eat it? Really? Really? What, you don't like my cooking? Why are you refusing food? I cannot believe you are on yet another diet. Haven't you lost enough? And in all actuality, your desire to consume more healthy food should not be problematic for other people. And if it is, then you really need to think about why you have those types of people in your life. Is it worth it? And so I don't know if your enabler is sitting right next to you, but hey, enabler, stop what you're doing. Put your phone down. Put that TV remote down and listen to your girl, okay? Listen to me, okay? The only way that you can help a person who has an addiction is to not support self-destructive or self-sabotaging behavior, okay? So when you're on your way home from work and you stop at 7-Eleven and you get a big gulp and 2 packs of Twinkies and some Skittles, don't get her none, okay? Don't get him none. And if you're gonna eat like that, you need to eat like that before you get home. Don't bring home any snacks and encourage self-sabotaging behavior, because guess what? You don't know if you're gonna like that person at 700 pounds, okay? You don't know if you're gonna like them. You met them at 125 pounds, okay? You don't know if you're gonna like them at 665 pounds, okay? Are you gonna wanna wash them? Are you gonna wanna take care of them? I don't think so. So do not support self-destructive habits. Hey, you. The one being enabled, okay? Stop. You can say no to the Twinkie. You can say no to the Skittles. It ain't that serious. If you like looking in the mirror at your sexy self and you want to be sexy forever, stop it, okay? We're not doing that to ourselves. So the first step in any 1-step, 2-step, 3-step program is first admitting that there is a problem to begin with, okay? And so if you've gotten into a relationship post-surgery, and you've not sat down and had those transparent conversations, it might be time to take a stroll down memory lane and giving your partner a history lesson on what is actually going on, what's really good. Okay, because it is not healthy to, you know, to get into a relationship and to allow that situation to allow you to spiral out of control and to put you back in the place that you literally ran from. You were running for your life away from that situation, and then you meet the love of your life, or you meet someone that is very, very special to you, and then they back you into the corner that you came out of. You know, it's like putting you back in timeout or putting you back in punishment. The things that you were able to do when you got down to your goal weight, you're no longer able to do. So is it really worth it? So, you know, I know it's very hard to have those types of discussions, because to me it's very similar to having a friend with bad breath, or having a friend with BO, or, you know, talking to someone and they have something hanging out of their nose. These are all difficult types of discussions to have, but they are discussions that are worthwhile, because if you don't bring correction to the situation, then you are going to suffer the consequences. And right now is really not the time. Like right now we're in a pandemic, right? We're in a pandemic, and this disease that is out here running rampant, it plays on people depending upon what types of ailments that they have. And one of the things that that really shook me was when they talked about obesity. So, you know, typically when people talk about obesity, they don't really talk about it being a disease or an underlying health condition. And I didn't really hear that being overtly talked about until we got into this pandemic situation. And now, oh now, obesity is this underlying health problem that could really cause you significant issues if you get COVID. It could even cause you to die. So, you know, right now is really not the time for us not to have these discussions. We're home. You're probably sitting down right now with the remote in your hand, watching TV. Turn the TV off and have the discussions, because, you know, now is not the time to let ourselves go. If you can get the reins back, let's reel it in and get back on track. So first topic of 2021, eating enablers. Okay, let's get our eating enablers in check. I hope that you guys have found the information in this video helpful. If you made it all the way to the end and you've enjoyed what I've had to say, I suggest that you subscribe. Why not subscribe? It's free. Click the subscribe button. Also click the notifications bell. And listen, if I'm here, I'm gonna be back. So I appreciate your time, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.